Jeannie, I'm on my way out to see you.
You're coming now?
Don't tell me you couldn't use a little extra help with all those wedding arrangements.
It has a certain road. I mean, I wouldn't limit it and say, oh, my film is a road movie.
She kept
Ow! Stop! Stop! Stop hitting me!
I don't declare the tone or the genre of the film before starting, other than saying, oh, we're making a comedy. I get a lot of stupid criticism for the film sometimes about, oh, it's making fun of people like Warren Schmidt, and it has little compassion for him, and it's very sarcastic and superior. But I think there's a larger thing going on in the film, at least as a film viewer, see it, which is a bit of an indictment of the institutions and the society which create people like this in the first place. I don't think it's superior to Warren Schmidt at all. I think, for me, the film is very much on his side. And he's flawed, and he's a stingy man, and he's selfish, and he's awful in many ways. So what? Many of us are that way, and I think it's the most compassionate point of view you can have toward your literary characters is to accept them as human beings and try to understand them. You know, I think it's much more contemptuous of the human condition in films to make them likable and sympathetic and to erase their bad flaws. I think that's detestable. Let's try to understand who we are realistically and have an honest talk and look clinically at people. Well, I'm not very read in Kafka, I must say, and I don't really understand the way in which it's Kafkaesque. Could you explain? You mean in man versus society in a way?
Man versus society, man losing identity and searching
man
for it.
surrounded by absurdity.
Yeah, by absurdity and the dullity of life, of his own life. Dullness.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
No, it's an interesting question, and the answers that are occurring to me are too big to discuss in such a short form. Now with the completion of About Schmidt, I don't have any unrealized screenplays. Now everything I've written has been made. So I'm at the edge looking into the abyss.
And what kind of director do you want to be?
Just a good one. I mean, it's a funny question, and I could think of many ironic answers to give you, but truthfully, I love cinema, and all I can hope is to have a career where, of course, you have to allow yourself failures, because if you don't risk, you have to risk, and that means failures and successes. But I just want to keep learning. I really approach my career as like I'm a film student, a cinema student, always learning. And every film, while I'm making it, I make mistakes. Like, oh shoot, I make that mistake, but maybe I won't make it next time. But I'll make new mistakes the next time. And I'll leave you with this, which is just something that I was very inspired by, which is that I saw Kurosawa speak in Los Angeles in 1986. He was there with Ron, and John Huston presented him publicly, and he said something like, I'm 76 years old, I've made 29 feature films, and I don't know if I'll make many more, and less than ever in my life do I know what a movie is. And it's the responsibility of successive generations of film directors to try to answer that infinite question, what is a movie? And that's why I'm so bored with commercial formula films, because just in a formal way, we're not expanding the idea of what a movie can be the way they are in Iran, for example.
Helen and I have been married 42 years.
Don't dilly-dally.
Lately, I find myself asking the same question. Who is this old woman who lives in my